everybody's looking at me like I'm a fucking Cyclops or something with the GoPro on my head. But fuck it, do it for the YouTube. This is gonna be a video on 5 things that I like about my Mazdaspeed 3, my 2010 Mazdaspeed 3 that is. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing that I'm gonna say that I like about this car is the stock power that it comes with right out of the box. This car from the factory makes 265 horsepower and 285 foot-pounds of torque, I believe, which is incredible for a small turbocharged stock car from the factory. You definitely can't go wrong with those kind of numbers, but after a while you do get bored of those numbers and you want to up the power. So number 2 on the list is, believe it or not, the stock wheels. I actually really like the stock wheels on this car, and I mean, for stock wheels they're nice, but everybody wants to get upgraded wheels eventually. I've actually had people come up to me and tell me that they like my wheels on my car that I have, and I tell them that they're stock and they don't believe it for some reason, but whatever. It's yeah, they're actually pretty cool. I don't mind them at all. The white on white looks good with them. So yeah, that's my number 2. So my number 3 on the list will have to be the sound that this engine makes. This 2.3 liter turbocharged engine, like I said, making 265 horsepower. It sounds phenomenal. It kinda has that Subaru Boxer sound to it, but again, it has its own unique sound, if that makes any sense. It's got a nice rumble to it, almost like a gurgly sound, I guess, if that's even a fucking word. But yeah, number 3 on my list will have to be the sound. I just love the sound of this car, especially with straight pipe catback or any sort of catback exhaust system. It just sounds great in my opinion. My number 4 on the list will be the storage and how roomy this car actually is. For a small hatchback, this car has plenty of room. In the winter time I snowboard, so I can fit all my buddies' snowboards in it and all our gear and whatnot. The back seats just fold right down flat. The trunk space has lots of room, so it's just perfect for everything I do. So yeah, that's my number 4 on the list. Hey, would you look at that Mustang getting pulled over. Undercover cop. How unfortunate. So my number 5 on this list of things I like about my car is the exterior looks of it. That might be a little controversial for some people that drive Gen 1 speeds, because I know that a lot of them don't like the Gen 2s, but it kind of grew on me. I was a Gen 1 lover, and ever since I got this, the look's kind of grown on me. It does look a lot more aggressive than the Gen 1s, and I just like the curves in it a lot more. The wing on the back, the hood scoop on the front. So yeah, that's my number 5, just the exterior looks alone, the side skirts, everything like that. It just all comes together great on this car, and I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, that's all my 5 things that I like about this car. I could go on and on, but I'm just gonna stick with 5. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys have a Mazdaspeed, I suggest you guys make a video, or at least just come up with a list of 5 things that you like about it, or any car at all that you have. Just 5 things, come up with the best 5 things that you like about it, and yeah, see what you come up with. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Have a good one. Peace. Yo, what is good, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today this is going to be a similar video to my last one, but again, this is going to be 5 things I dislike about my Mazdaspeed 3. So I own a 2010 Mazdaspeed 3, like I've stated many times, and I'm going to make a video on 5 things I don't like about this car. So right off the bat, my first thing that I don't like about this car is the interior. Now, that's a pretty broad thing to say. When I say interior, I don't necessarily mean the entire interior. What I'm mostly concerned about is the center console, and I don't know if you guys can make it out or not, but the red stitching in the door panels and this kind of red, I don't even know what the fuck it is, but that red material there, I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like the center console because it's just kind of, I don't know, they tried to fit a lot of buttons into a big space and it just kind of looks ugly. I do want to get a screen, an aftermarket screen for that eventually. So yeah, that's the first thing I don't like about my car. The second thing I don't like about this car, and this is a big one, is that it's front wheel drive. The car I had before this was a rear wheel drive. It was a Pontiac G8, and I absolutely fucking loved it. I had a Dodge Dakota before that as my first vehicle, and that was also rear wheel drive, obviously, and I fucking loved that too. So when I was getting into the market for a new car, I came upon this, and I knew it was front wheel drive, but I really wanted a turbocharged car, so I just went for it anyway. Not that I'm disappointed with the car that I chose, but a lot of people come up to me when they ask me about this car, and they always ask, is it all-wheel drive? And I just give them the straight up no. It's front wheel drive, unfortunately. But I mean, you can have fun with front wheel drives anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, but it would be great if this thing was all-wheel drive. But yeah, that's my number 2 my number 2 on my list of things I don't like about this car. So my number 3 on this list will have to be the stock turbo. The stock KO4 that comes in these 2.3 liter Mazda engines. It is just such a piece of junk, I can't even explain to you in this video how much. I could make a separate video alone on how much I hate this turbo. First of all, it is a good turbo. It does build boost well. It's quick boost, and it will put you back in the seat, but it is weak as shit. I've owned this car for not even 10 months now, 11 months I guess, and the turbo seals are gone on it just like that. I go through oil like nothing. It leaks so much. I guess it's better than the turbo like blowing up or something like that. I've kind of got lucky and the turbo seals are just gone on it, so I go through a lot of oil, but it's still a piece of shit either way. When I was under my car doing my Pcb valve, I saw so much oil just leaking out of it. It was insane. But yeah, that's my number 3 on the list of things I don't like about this car. The 4th thing on this list of things I don't like about this car kind of relates to the 3rd one, but how hard it is to work on this vehicle. Specifically, I'm talking about the Pcb valve. So whenever I was going through the smoky turbo issue when it first started, I wanted to change out the Pcb valve, and a positive crankcase ventilation valve should be changed, not regularly, but I mean every once in a while it has to be changed. And where they have it on this motor is absolutely ridiculous. You either have to do it from underneath, where you can barely fit 2 hands up under without scraping. I scratched the hell out of one of my arms just trying to get it out, let alone it did take me about 5 hours to do. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can take the intake manifold off and everything and go at it from there. yeah, that's my number 4 on this list of things I don't like. So my number 5 on this list, I kind of had to think for a little while on a 5th one to add, but I just came up with this. It could be controversial as well. It kind of goes hand in hand with things I like about this car and things I don't like about this car, so I just threw it on this list anyway. But it is that this car is totally underrated. So many people don't really know about this car and Mazdaspeeds in general. They just think it's another Mazda, just a shitty old rusty car. But whenever they sit in the passenger seat and you give them a punch in 3rd or 4th gear and they get thrown back in their seat, they change their mind completely, basically. So yeah, and it is kind of cool having an underrated car because people don't think anything of it. They just, again, they think it's just another Mazda until they do get in the passenger seat and you take them for a ride. But yeah, I just threw that on the 5 things I don't like about this car because I didn't have a 5th one. But yeah, that concludes the top 5 things I don't like about my Mazdaspeed 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I suggest you guys try to make a list on your car, 5 things you don't like about it, and see what you can come up with. But anyway, I'm out. Peace out. Have a good one.